What happens when you die? What happens when you take your last breath? What happens to the people around you? Because to you, death is final. It is the end. When you choose to take your own life, you choose to give away that pain. This is the reason why they say that suicide is selfish. Then instead of dealing with it yourself, you pass it on to the people around you that love you. When you die, the pain does not go with you. It is held like an echo, like a phantom, a memory reverberating through every single cell of those you love. Forever to be remembered, scarred, held into the past, burdened with the pain that you could not carry. But equally, is it really selfish to want to end that suffering? When you have tried so hard and desperately to fight and find your way through the darkness, only to be dragged, pulled back, nail-biting, scratching, screaming into the abyss, etching the very fear on the floorboards as you fall into oblivion. Because is it not selfish that they want you to stay around because they then don't have to deal with the pain of your passing? I've been there many times and thought the exact same thing. And it took me a while to realize that the only one who can save you is yourself. No one can make you do anything that is against your will. You have to find the will within yourself to want to change. But let's just say that maybe that's not enough. Maybe you don't love yourself enough. And it's not the fact that you don't love your family. But maybe their love is not enough. Maybe your children they are not enough. And let's just say, in the blindness of the suffering, you decide to take your life. What happens to those who find you? Whether it be a stranger hanging from a tree, or maybe peacefully in your bed. What happens to those that will forever have the memory of you lifeless, stone cold limp, etched into their very brain, that when they try to sleep all they see is you? When they look at their children, all they see is your lifeless, cold face. What about those people? It's very easy in a time of suffering, locked in the very mind that is perpetuating this constant darkness, to think that this is the only escape, and that maybe, just maybe, you deserve it. But let's just say you do succeed. Where do you go? I'll tell you. Those who die in pain and suffering find themselves bridged between two worlds, one they cannot go back into. Once they called home, a blue planet called Earth, and the other, true peace, paradise, those that refer to it as heaven, is in reference to the place where we originally come from. You find yourself locked into a state of purgatory where the pain and suffering still remains etched into your memory. Tortured and traumatized and held by your own inner demons. Many people have passed and saw this as hell, not realizing that this is their own making, their own thoughts, their own belief systems. That is where you go. And I promise you this, that is not where you want to find yourself. And if you do not believe in God now, you will scream God's name. You will call upon Jesus. You will call upon anything that you recall and remember that can save you. This pain you're holding on to, I promise you, you can be free of it. But to be free of it, you must take responsibility and not put the burden onto other people. No one can save you but you. You must realize that you are worthy of love, worthy of peace. Because the alternative is to be stuck lockstep in the mind of pain and suffering. Whether you're in the body or not, it does not end. It is no solution. You're all but guaranteeing that it continues. We think that being separate from the body, that we somehow absolve ourselves of the pain. No. Pain is held in the mind, not in the body. The body sends signals to your brain that your brain interprets the same way that you can see and feel anxiety. That in a shifted perspective, it turns into excitement. Heaven and hell is a perception of the mind. So if you leave the body and the signals that come along with it, as it does not have the ability to think, then your belief systems, your mind, your consciousness is what exits. And those things do not change. Those beliefs, they do not change. They continue.